A message from Despicable Me 2 and FindAnyFilm.com. Movie moments are worth paying for. Have you ever thought about how much fun you have going to the cinema?
No.
Where else can you share moments as unforgettable as this?
The 21, fart gun, salute. I counted 22.
I loved the first one. It was the same writers, same producers, same directors. It was a no-brainer. I mean, it was so much fun to be a part of that. When you do a voice and you work on it you really work on it for a couple of years, and then at the end of that, you go to see something, and it exceeds any expectation of what you thought it might be. Yeah, I thought if I can be with this team again, it's absolutely my pleasure.
Mr. Gru, Agent Lucy Wilde of the Anti-Villain League. You're gonna have to come with me.
Oh, sorry.
You know, you really should announce your weapons after you fire them. For example, lipstick taser!
The first one, he starts in his element. He becomes a fish out of water. This one, he's really starting at a deficit. Here's a supervillain who is trying desperately to fit into a very ordinary family dynamic, and it's tough for him. It's a world that he is just not that well equipped to handle. I grew up watching Disney films, as a kid, and James Bond films I loved. Those, we were just talking about that earlier. Those were movies that we always waited for. Any sort of comedy, any really silly movie, those are the ones that I wanted to see. The creme de la creme of villains is the Wicked Witch of the West. Apparently, the actress who played her, I read about this, went on TV shows later on, like kids shows, to kind of diffuse how scary she had been in this movie, and would say, it's just me, and she'd show how to put on the makeup, and this was my fake nose, and this is the hat, to kind of deconstruct it so the kids wouldn't have nightmares about the version of villain that she was. I don't think Gru is going to give anybody nightmares. That's one of the things that drew me to this movie in the first place, is that I like the fact that it's a tiny bit dark. It's a little bit subversive for a kid's movie, in the best ways, because it's still very uplifting and sweet and heartfelt. But I think sometimes we underestimate what kids want or like or can absorb. It's so much fun to see it with a big group of people and have it as a shared experience.
Choose to enjoy your experience on the big screen. There's really no reason not to.
Oh.
Despicable Me 2 in cinemas this summer. For more movie moments worth paying for, go to FindAnyFilm.com.